Hey everybody, what's here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. In the previous episode, we finally left Clocktown and began exploring the southern swamp. And in today's episode, we're to be going inside the Deku Palace. What do you have to say? Woodfall Temple above Waterfall, take path in front of the Deku Palace. Okay, that monkey was saying he could not find the entrance to Woodfall Temple. There's literally a sign next to him! Alright, I'll give him credit. Maybe the monkey can't read. But still, the sign is right in front of him, pointing him where it was! You're supposed to follow the pointy end! Alright. Now we're going to the Deku Palace, and I gotta say, the music here is so amazing. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to go inside the palace if we talk to him as a human. So, let's try a Deku form instead. This is the palace of the Deku Kingdom. Only those on official business may enter. But you may enter to see the public humiliation of the foolish monkey who angered our king. Follow this hall straight to the royal chamber. Do not enter any of the other areas whatsoever. You mean like this? I'm just kidding. We will go in there soon, just not yet. I haven't seen your face before. Are you visiting? Usually I wouldn't allow the likes of you in my royal chamber, but today is different. We're about to punish the foolish monkey who had kidnapped the Deku Princess. He has insulted the royal family. I'll show him what happens when you do that. That foolish monkey is up to in the cage. Take a good look at his face. They keep saying that I kidnapped her. No matter how many times they say it, it's not going to bring the princess back. If they're not careful, the princess will fall victim to a monster. Please, believe my words. The tiny princess only recently learned to play the Deku Pipes. His Royal Highness was so proud of her. I saw it, that monkey and the princess entering the temple at night, but only the monkey came back out. Only royal family members can enter the sunken temple, so it's obvious that the monkey was using her. Rumor has it the monkey ate the princess. How frightful. Now that our beloved princess is missing, the king has been unable to keep his cool. I fear the princess may be caught up in some kind of trouble, just as the monkey claims. But in its current state, the king can't even send troops out to look for her. What do we do? Alright, I gotta say this right now. I love the Deku design in general. But this guy just takes the cake. I mean, he's got a freaking bow tie made out of leaves, and he has a mustache. This guy is probably one of my favorite designed characters in Majora's Mask. Maybe in the Zelda series as a whole, but definitely in Majora's Mask. So we're gonna be going out here, and there's a monkey we can talk to. Is my brother alright? Did you see an entrance to the cage? We know secret route there. Enter secret route from outdoor garden entrance. But entrance in tall place, no one can reach it. Need bean from bean cellar, like beneath palace garden. Understand my meaning? Why is no the default option? Just why? Why is that a thing? Oh, he's smart. Plant bean in soft place by outer garden. You figure out rest. Hurry, help brother! But we're gonna be going over here first because there is a collectible that I'm gonna go grab real quick. So this is basically the gameplay gimmick of the Deku Palace. You're going to be sneaking around the Deku guards so we can not get caught and stuff like that. And I gotta say this something real quick. I may be driving some people crazy by pronouncing it Deku. I know a lot of people pronounce it Deku, and that may or may not be the proper pronunciation. I don't know. I don't know if it's Deku or Deku. I just always said Deku. That's always what I say, and that's always what I will say. So I do apologize if I'm driving some people crazy by pronouncing it Deku and not Deku. That's just how I like to pronounce it. And something that's really, really weird about this version of the game, I don't know why they changed this, but in the Nintendo 64 version of Majora's Mask, there would be little white dots that would appear when that would tell you the eyesight of the Deku guards. So this was to help you more. He's walking in place. This made it pretty easy to see where they could see and where it was a safe place for you to go to. I don't know why they changed it in the 3DS version. I legitimately don't understand why. Like, the only thing that I can really think of why they may have changed that was because maybe the dots looked a little bit weird with the 3D turned on. That's the only thing that I can really think about. But it's still, it was so convenient in the Nintendo 64 version, but they changed it in the 3DS version to make it less convenient. I legitimately do not understand that change. It wouldn't be that big of a problem, but it actually kind of breaks the game a little bit in this area right here because the pattern for the Deku guards was designed with this in mind. But if you go down here, if you go too far too quickly, then you can't see the Deku guard, but you would have seen the dots showing his eyesight, but you can't anymore because they're no longer there. Again, it's not that big of a problem, it's just very inconvenient, especially in that one place. So now we're going to be going over here, and we're going to be careful with these guys. Normally I don't really like stealth segments in games, but this one's probably one of my more personal favorites, to be completely honest, because I just really like this one in particular. Even if the whole eyesight thingy was changed in the 3DS version, even despite that, I still really enjoy that stealth segment. Well, Chomp Chomp, you're the first customer I've had in a long time. Do you need any magic beans? They sprout leaves as soon as you water them. That they do, they do. I'll give you one free sample, so try planting it in some soft soil. You can always buy more. And now we have the magic beans. You can get to the outer garden from over there in the fountain. Find the soft soil and there you can use it. You can plant the beans wherever you want, but if you don't water them, their leaves won't grow. So we could test it out right here, but I'm not going to be wasting the free sample quite yet. Instead, I'm going to go over here, and this right here is pretty interesting, because if you already know this is here, you can skip that Deku guard segment entirely. You don't even have to go in that area at all, unless you want to go for the heart piece, because this will always be here. This was not there in the Nintendo 64 version, but I'm really glad they added this to the 3DS version, because if you just want to play through the game, you want to avoid this stealth segment entirely, you can. And it's also really convenient because the magic bean, as I may or may not have guessed by now, is a vegetable, or fruit, or whatever. And that kind of living organism kind of requires water to grow. So we can go back there and grab some spring water and come back out here. That was kind of a roundabout way to go over there, but I kind of forgot to get the spring water before leaving. So that's my mistake. Also, you can't use them in Deku form. I was right next to the thing! Use this! I was literally a pixel away from it. Or figuratively, or whatever you want to use. But now we can use the magical water, spring water thingy to grow the magic bean. I always love standing directly on top of it, because Link always kind of slides away from it. It's like he's wave dancing or something like that. But now we can go over here. And we're going to be introduced to another really weird change I don't quite get. These platforms right here, they move back and forth when you land on them in the Nintendo 3DS version of the game. In the Nintendo 64 version of the game, they're always moving. So they kind of took the difficulty away from this area, and I don't really get why. It wasn't that hard to begin with. So we go over here, and also if you fall down there, the Deku guards, when they spot you, you won't go in front of the palace, you'll respawn out in the higher balcony areas, so you don't have to backtrack too far. I don't remember off the top of my head if this was in the Nintendo 64 version or not. If it was, then I could probably imagine why they would change the moving platforms the way they did. It's still just kind of a weird change, because it wasn't even all that hard to begin with. So we go over here, we can fly around, and I gotta say, I probably talked about this already before, but the added stereoscopic 3D makes the Deku Flower ability so much more easy to use, and it's just really awesome seeing just how far away everything is with the 3D turned on. Obviously, this video is not in 3D, but if you're playing this on a Nintendo 3DS or anything like that, then you can see for yourself just how good the 3D effect is in that place. They keep saying that I kidnapped her. No matter how many times they say it's not going to bring the princess back. Fine, I get it. I shall say nothing more to you. Punish me or do whatever else you must. Or might, or whatever. I was kind of skipping the dialogue because he was repeating things, but then he said something different and it threw me off. By the way, who are you? That's not important now. Just listen to me. I was trying to find out about the poison in the swamp, so I went to Woodfall Temple above the waterfall. But the temple had become a monster's lair, and the princess was captured by the monster. Since the Deku King thinks I kidnapped the princess, he won't listen to a word I say. Now the princess is in trouble, so I must somehow hurry to the temple and save her. Do you understand my plight? So then that means you and I will go to my place and save the princess. Or you'll go in my place, rather. Excuse me, I apparently can't read. Okay, now I'll teach you the melody that opens the temple. The princess taught it to me. We can't let them hear us, so I'll sing it softly. Everyone, did you hear that? This melody, which only the Deku family knows, it proves the foolish monkey deceived the princess so he could enter the temple. Everyone, let the monkey's punishment commence! You better take the pathway to the Deku Palace people used to get to the Woodfall Temple, but you must hurry. If you don't, I'll be punished by the Deku King.